Greetings once again, and you have been pulled into the black dimension. This is Kev, and also present is Roger and Donnie, and we're here to discuss the Disney Plus Marvel animated series What If. What If is just a different take on the events that take place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Um, Basically, if something different happened, what would the outcomes be? This particular episode covers the events of the Marvel Cinematic Universe film Doctor Strange. And the episode is entitled What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart Instead of His Hands? Now, I know the first thing you guys might be thinking, he lost his heart. Well, without his heart, he'd be dead, right? Because, he lost his hands. He broke his hands in the car accident. And they're like, no, that's not it. Basically, instead of him being in the car by himself and getting in the car accident, he had Christine in the car with him, his love interest that was in the film. And in the car accident, instead of him damaging his hands beyond use, she died. And, things just get a little crazy from there. After which he still uh, pursues magic and sorcery. The events of the movie still take place, but he's heartbroken, and he wants to find a way to bring the love of his life back. And yeah, they go to some very strange places with it. So what's going on, fellas?
What's happening, bro? What's happening?
All right, what's going on?
What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all living?
Okay, we're living good. I'm living good. I would say everybody's okay on my end, and couldn't ask for more. Well, maybe a little bit, but yeah, um,
I'm good, but I can always ask for more. But
yeah,
but when it comes down to it, man, I think this was a pretty interesting episode here. Um, it was an episode that, in my opinion, I kind of put the most thought into this episode so far. Um, because it kind of shows, to a certain degree, like just how powerful Doctor Strange could become if need be. And the fact that he held himself at a certain state for centuries, like Doctor Strange is a bad mofo. I mean, Endgame already showed he was a bad mofo, but yeah, his power level can be ridiculous, depending upon what he wants to do.
Yeah, I mean he's the sorcerer supreme. He's the last line of defense in case something goes wrong. So he's got a hell of a power scale uh, in terms of what he can do and his ability. My thing is I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the consistent loops and why they kept failing. I felt like I needed more of an explanation, but I don't know.
yeah.
That's
What
just
he
me.
tried,
But I enjoyed it.
yeah, yeah. What he tried to do at first, he tried to use the Eiger Agamotto to rewind time, and Wong already advised against this because Wong is there to be like Doctor Strange his advisory, so to speak. So he said, "No, don't try to do this. This will only lead to more harm and hurt." And every time he tried to do something different in the scenario, she just kept dying and kept dying and kept dying. Even if she took the wheel, she kept dying and kept dying. So what happened was it was an absolute point. And what he was trying to do is he went to I don't know, he went somewhere deep in the mountains to find a way to reverse the absolute point. So he looked for the book of Cagliostro, and the book basically told him that he just had to keep adding power. So just he cast a spell and started absorbing demons. And he stayed like it. What it did was it started to give him immortality, but it just his power just got darker and darker and darker, and yes, his life extended for centuries. So what happened was
Yeah.
when the ancient one tried to stop Doctor Strange's follies, what would be revealed in the in the this
Serious in the
episode
series.
yeah, in this episode was that when she hit Doctor Strange with a spell, it split him into two. Like one that decided to go ahead and pursue trying to find his how to reverse his absolute point in time, and one that didn't. So the one that didn't was in the present day. They had to prepare him to face his other self. And that, I mean, he was doing good for a while, but his other self, I would just say, had gotten far too powerful. I mean, you spend centuries absorbing monsters and trying to build yourself up just to do this one thing. Yeah, it's not much the other one could do. Maybe I felt like they should have prepared the other Strange a little bit better because they knew he was facing a
I
monster.
mean, yeah, it definitely would have been good for him to be more prepared to face himself, but at a much higher power level. And I think for a second, like, man, was she really worth all that? You know, and I get that he loved the woman, but I guess with what they expressed in the Doctor Strange film when it came to her, and then well, I guess it's one. I guess it goes back to the age old question or age old statement of you never know what you got till it's gone. Because I was like, man, this is a whole lot over this over this one chick. So
Listen, you got to look at it like this: Star Lord destroyed half of the galaxy because he couldn't get over Gamora. Because they was going to beat Thanos in that first movie. Thanos was done. It was a wrap for Thanos, and then Star Lord had to mess it up. That's all I'm gonna say. There's been plenty of follies in the MCU. This is just a running thing.
yeah, I guess when you compare it to half of the universe, I mean, this one he lost the whole universe at the and when you really think about it, he made his attempt, couldn't do what he wanted to do, got split apart. He still never actually got done what he wanted to do, and it cost him a whole universe to fail. Which I guess is a very powerful statement when you think about it. It cost him a whole universe to fail. So I guess if you go after something that's just quote unquote meant to be, and you can't see it working for yourself, maybe you need to slow down and think about it.
Now, also, he spent centuries trying to gain the power enough to bring her back. See, here's what could have happened. During those centuries, he could have gone out into the world and met a woman that was just like her or better.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. This one got so bad it
Yeah, he
even
could have
got
even
the.
reincarnated his ass.
Okay, so here's what happened. Him and Strange fought the present day Strange, that was basically on the side of good versus the Dark Strange, as you can see here. And see, like I said, I mean the good Strange, he put up a pretty good fight, but the Dark Strange was just too powerful. So just like with all those little monsters and everything that Strange absorbed, he absorbed the good Strange and became the absolute most powerful sorcerer supreme ever of that universe. And then he proceeded to reverse the absolute point, which turned him into a complete look, disgusting looking demon. But he succeeded in bringing Christine back. But what happened was he ended up destroying the entire universe and Christine anyway. So yeah, this one was so bad it got the attention of the Watcher. And basically, the Watcher was like, "Look, I can't help you. You were warned." He was like, "Well, I was just trying to help." He said, "Just like you tried to help Christine. Look, punish me instead. I wish I had a way to punish you, but you did this, man. So now you gotta live the rest of eternity like this." And yeah, he was only powerful enough to save himself.
Watch was cold blooded, man.
Oh
Cold
yeah,
blooded. Man, I could help you, but no, I'm good. I'm just gonna watch you destroy the entire universe. That's cold blooded when you think about it.
yeah, and the Watcher is actually pretty powerful. Yeah, this Doctor Strange right here. Here's the key word for this character right here: hubris. Hubris is the part in the story where You think you're doing the right thing, but actually you're doing far more harm than good. And Doctor Strange was like, I really wanted this. I thought I was helping. Please don't, don't do this. Don't let this happen. And it resulted in the death of an entire universe. So yeah, this one was kind of a sad one. It was well done. What I do like about um the these what if episodes in particular is the animation. You could definitely tell it has a Disney feel, and it just looks very, very good. By the way, yeah, this is a very good show, and it still, to me, it still hits the mark with this episode 4 as well. So, what do you guys think?
I got to give Disney props and Marvel Studios props for real. They doing their thing for sure, because they definitely made this. I mean, this episode here just to me it just made possibility so much more interesting. And if they doing this with a cartoon, I can't wait to get back to the live action series. So I say kudos to them.
Yeah, it makes me very curious what they got planned for the next set of films, what's coming out, and how it's going to look. I can't wait for the Eternals. I can't wait for a lot of stuff that's coming out, Blade, etc. All of this gives me hope that the Marvel universe is going to be something phenomenal.
Absolutely. And you know what? With what the trailer has shown, when it comes to the next Spider-Man, man, I this really is making me think like what is really gonna go down in the next Spider-Man. There's no actual telling. Because this guy just destroyed the whole universe over nothing. So yeah, I'm excited, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, these possibilities are going to make the MCU, or you can kind of say the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse, far more interesting. And these what if episodes, they give you this feeling that they might be building up into something. So let's see in the later episodes. But for now, we are done here with what if our discussion on what if Disney Plus animated series episode 4. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? Any last thoughts?
No,
Nah, let it burn, baby. Let it burn.
All right, all right. And with that being said, you have all been pulled into the black dimension. Hopefully, you can find your way out. Till the next time.